Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make the login and logout using Springboard. So this is the login form. Here if the user enter the correct username and password, you will be able to log in. If you enter the wrong username and password, if you click login, here it not login. Okay. So here if you enter the correct username along with the password, if you click login, here login successfully. Okay, so welcome to the home page. Here you will be notice that there will be the logout button, right? If you click logout, here it will be logout, right? If you enter the wrong username, it won't be allowed to visit the home page, right? This simple login and logout logout, how to do step by step, we'll see, right? First, what I am going to do is here, I just create the database which is a Linda School. Inside the database, we have a table called login. This is a table login. Login we have consists of two fields, username and password, right? So here I am not encrypted any user password over here, right? When I'm going as soon as possible, I am going to do the advanced login part using Springboard. That time I will be how to encrypt the user password I will be show you, right? This is simple login form. Okay, now this is the username and password. We have set it into a database table. Now let's go to the Eclipse ID. This is Eclipse ID. This is a project structure. Okay, so here how to create this project step by step we'll see. So first I am going to go to the Google and type Spring Initializer. Press enter key. This is the site which we provide our project, all the dependencies and all the stuff. You have to create the project here. Okay, so you keep all as it is. Okay, Maven project, language, Springboard, this all the you don't change all the stuff. Okay, this keep as it is. Here I am going to change this one is a Linda School, your project name, right? Okay, here you have test which version installed in your machine. I have installed in Java 8. You can check over here Java, go to CMD Java version, you type right version, press enter key. 1.8 mean it is belongs to 8. Okay, you have to first you have to check the version, which version you are installed in your machine. Okay, the appropriate version you have to download the appropriate jar. Okay, so after that dependencies you have to this all the dependency you have to download this dependency JPA. After that theme leaf, this is it is interact with the HTML and all. After that MySQL, it is used to connect the MySQL database, right? JPA and this all the stuff you have to done. Okay, this is the only thing you have to do, right? After that we have to connect with the web, Spring Web. Okay, Spring Web, right? Now what I am going to do is here I am going to generate this one. Click generate. Okay, it will be generated successfully. Okay, now I want to this one we have to call into my project. Okay, so how to get it here is go to the file, here we have to write import general. This is the general. Okay, general. Here we have to project this one. Click next. It asks to import this one. Click on this one. Where's my project? It is downloaded in the downloaded link here. This is the Springboard. This is the Linda School. This is my project. Open it. Here we have to uncheck it. I need Maven with Maven, right? Click finish. My project is successfully integrated. Here you can see here my project is successfully integrated. Okay, here this project is successfully integrated. This is the default one when you are getting here, right? Only the main methods are there. This is the main method of this one, right? Now first what I am going to do is here I am going to create the here this is my project, right? Login for this is a project. I have included all the controller, domain, repository and service, right? First I am going to I'm going to go to create this all the packages, right? One by one, right? First select my project. So here I package this one, right click, new, package. First package I am going to create this one, com, the same package com example dot this Linda School. Here you have Linda School dot controller. This is the, I just use login controller. Control C to copy, right, finish. Created successfully your login controller, right? We have created one controller. Again I am going to go to another controller, create another package. This one should be the domain, login domain. So you have to add login domain, you have to create the domain, login domain, right. After that, same here, select this one, another package, repository, login repository, right. After that, we have one more packages I am going to add it, that is a service, login service, right. I added all the packages. I have created all the packages successfully, controller, domain, repository and service, right. Now I am going to create the files, right. So here first what I am going to do is, here I am going to go to MySQL. I created in MySQL I created the database called Linda. Inside the database we have created a table called login. This is the data is available in my login table, right. This is the data, right. Now what I am going to do is, here first I am going to go to the this is a domain, right. Select this one. First I am going to go to create the class over here. It's a class. This class I am going to create this one as a login. You have to create the user and login. I just create as login. This class I am going to create the login class, right. Okay. First I am going to create the login class. So here I am going to add this. I just create this one. I explain it. Don't worry about that. First, we have to create the annotation. This is the entity. This is called as domain is an entity. We have to create the entity. Or entity mean what are the columns available. These are called as ID is entities, username and these are called as entities. So in this class we have to describe all the entities. What are the entities consist of your class, right? So here this annotation indicate table name login, right. What is the table you have created in your database table? What's the table? Login table. Okay, so we have to provide the name. Okay, this is the annotation indicate. Okay, after that, here we have a class. We have to put the appropriate properties, right. So I just select this one. I have explained it, don't worry about that. Okay, ID, generate value, string, generate type. Identity mean it is auto incremented. ID should be auto incremented. This ID should be auto incremented. After that we have two fields, username and password. Okay, this ID should be here. If you go through the structure, I have created as a ID as auto incremented. Okay, so you have to mention it here. ID should be auto incremented. This is this long type, string, username and password, right. So we have to add the properties, right. Now I am going to go to set the get and set method. That's the thing we have to do. Okay, get and set method we have to set. Okay, and we have to pass it to the this one constructor of the class, right. First I have to go to here. I am going to generate, right click, source, generate get and set method. All the properties we needed, get and set method. So get and set, this is a method which is a set. This is a get method. So get method is a set method. First we have to get the value, set method. So user password, all things are there. After that, what I am going to say, I am going to do another thing is, here you have to generate the constructor of the class. Okay, so we have to, I need two constructor. That's one is a parameter constructor, another one is a blank constructor, right. So go to the source here. Here we have to generate the constructor. This is a constructor fields. So you have to implement the constructor. It is there. Okay, it is there. Okay, this is the things we have to do, right. Now what I am going to do is here we have did all the properties and all everything as it is. Okay, so this is things, right? So I no need this super, I just no need. Okay, this is things, right? So I need another things. This is the we have to create as a blank constructor as well. Constructor field, we have to deselect all, generate. So blank constructor, right? This is the thing we have to do. Okay, right. Okay, this is the property. First we have to generate we have to add all the properties, ID for first name. After that we have to get and set method we have to generate that. After that we have to generate the constructor. After that this is a parameterized constructor, ID this is a parameterized constructor, this is a non-parameterized constructor. We have set all the things in our login domain. Okay, this class, right? After done the stuff, we have to create the controller. Okay, so we have to write the controller we have to create it. So you have to create this one. This we have created, right? So first what I am going to do is go to the controller package. This is a package, controller package. Select the controller package, right click, new class. Here we have to write the class name, user login controller. Click finish. It's a blank one. Okay. Now here also you have to add the controller over here, right? This is the which controller we have to add the controller. So here user controller here, right? Now we have to specify the annotation first. This annotation will be indicated. This is the controller. Okay, in Spring Boot application, they made all the annotation. It is indicated. This is the controller. This is the table. This is the entity. This is the repository. This is the service. This all things they are specified as a the annotation. Then the program will be easily understand. This is appropriate for this class. This is appropriate this class. This class, right? Like, okay, this one. Okay, right. Okay, right. Now after that, what I am going to do is here. Here we have to do the thing is we have to set all the stuff. I have to copy this one. I will explain it. Don't worry about that. Okay, right. This one we have to run it, right. This is login service. I have to explain. This is this all the stuff I have copied. I have explained it. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, this is all the stuff I have to explain it. Before that, I am going to go to the service, right? The service. I am going to create the service. Okay, login service. So go to the. We have to make it as a service class, right? So login service. This service. This login service, right? So we have to make another class for click on this package. Go to the here class. Login service. This is a class we have to create, right? Login service classes also I have to this service. This all the this is the annotation for indicated the login. This is this class mentioned by the service. This is the annotation which is used to, right? After that, this all the package I just copy and paste over here and explain it, right? It's just right. Okay, okay. Now we keep as it is error or everything. I have to everything I have to solve it. Okay, no problem. Okay, first you have to add all the stuff, right? After repository also I have to repository. This is repository. I have to explain it. Okay, this is repository. I am going to copy. Right. Go to the this is our class. This is the repository I am going to create it. Here this time this is not a repository, it's not a class, interface. This is an interface. You write login repository. Right. This is interface, right? So the interface here. Okay, this we have to write this one. So interface, so extend we have to write this one. We have to copy this one, I have to paste it over here. Right, everything is perfect. Right, now I am going to go to do the stuff. Right, first I have created the domain class. After that I have created the control. This is a controller, right? After that we have the service and repository. Right, first what I am going to do is here, first I am going to go to the service class. First the service class, it is the annotation which will be indicated that this class should be the service class, right? This auto where your properties will be coming from where this is the repository. Our data will be, this is repository will be calling to our domain. This domain, the data will be coming through the database via this domain. This is a model, right? So here it will be accessed here. What is the model we are written here? Login. So this login, we have to call it here login, right? So you have to access, click on this one, import login, right? So here also login. This is a login. Find by the username and password login. Okay. You have to implement this one, right? After that, here. After that, we have to write the service. Service also we have to the same thing. This is not a user repository. I just copy and paste it. That's why the login repository. Login. Implement this one. This is a login. A login. Right. So to implement this one. Right. So here we have to create the login, the repository we have to import it here, create the object repo. This here we have create the two arguments, username and password. What is the username and password you are type by the controller? It is coming and check with the user, right? So let's go to our controller. It will be selected, right? Here this one should be the login service. The login service you have to import them, right? This is a login. So login. So login, right? So this is also called as login, right? Okay. So login, right? Now what I'm going to do is here. Okay, right. Now everything fine. Okay. First, what I did here is controller. I am explaining it. The controller. First, get mapping. It is open when you call the request. It is open the login form, right? So here. Okay, this is the link where we are open the login form, right? I am going to do the /login, right? So after that, what I did is we have to create the post mapping. Okay, this is a post mapping which you check the login if the username is correct and check it all the user credential, right? So public string login model attribute user, right? This is the meaning of this class, right? This class, okay? So here we have to check login. We have to call this object here service. First we have to check the username and password match or not. We have to check from the user service. Okay, so it is go to the, we have to write control, click on this one, or on the control and click on this. It is switched back to the, sorry, this is a controller, right? So here the service, it goes to there is a method called login, right? So here to the service, it's a service, right? The service here, there will be the method called login. It will be check it if the username and password, okay? So here to, there will be it is coming from the repository. Repository will be passing to the model, right? So all things are coming from the repository. Here, this here. If you are calling here, it is go here. It is here. It is sending to the database, which is the username and password correct or not. It will be matching. It is the it is a predefined method in our Spring Boot. Find by username and password. Okay, it is fine. If it is correct, it is coming here. It is passing to the controller. If the username and matching, it will be redirect. It will be redirect to the home page. It is redirect to the home page. Otherwise, if it is not correct, it is redirect to the login page. To redirect. Okay, it's error. Okay, it's a redirect. Okay, it is not do anything else, right? If it is correct, only visited. Otherwise, it won't visited. That's the thing we have mentioned over here. Okay, this is a thing we have to mention over here, right? Okay, now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Select this one, right click. So before that, I didn't specify any path and everything in my application property. Path mean our login form also I am not added anything else over here. So go to the application property. Here also the application property, right? So properties, right? Okay, this one I just copy. Don't worry about all the source code I provide you, right? What's the database name? In my database name is Linda School. I have to put it here. This is our connection, okay? This is the path. This is my port. You can change the port, right? I just change the port as 40, right? This is a user name and password. This is a user credential of MySQL. Root is a username, password is a blank when you install the MySQL for the first time. Okay, theme leaf, this is my HTML, interact with it. Here I am going to create a login page. Okay, so select this one. this page I am going to create as login page. So here others, select HTML. Next, login HTML, click finish. This sample page, so I am going to the login page as my template folder. I just put in the same page, copy, paste over here. Right, after that my index page, I'm going to the end of the page is the index page, otherwise others HTML, this page name as index.html, right. Okay, now the index.html what I written over here, I just copy and paste it over here. I explained, don't worry about that, right. So here the login page, I just login page, I just press it, right. So here this is a login page. What I did here is, this is a simple style I have made the CSS style to make the login page. Okay, so here the simple page. So here we have a two field. The login page consists of two fields, username and password. Here have a two fields, right. So when you click submit button, what happens, it goes to the controller, login controller. Here annotation. So it goes to the controller, which is a login controller. Here it will show the controller. Okay, and it will be show the page. Okay, the login controller, it will show the page. Okay, after that you enter the value and post into the and check if the username and password correct, all the validation by handled by here. Okay, first we have to check whether it's working fine or not. Okay, so first what I did here is this one, our main. Okay, so we have to save all, right click, run Java application. So check the Spring Boot is, if there any error, it will be, you can see the error. Just I have no error. So let's check whether it's working fine or not. So here we have to, for the port we have to run 40, I think. So 40, right. 40 is a port, right. This is a port. Okay, if you have the server, it will be running. What is the port? We have to do it here. This is a port, right. It's working. Okay. Now here first time what I am going to see, we have entered the username and password, incorrect username and password. Here it show the error. Okay. So here first time we have to visit the page. Okay. So here we can see here. So because what is the problem over here is, we have to set this one. Okay, so here for right here, Peter, first you have to type John 123 login button. Here it will be show the login page. If you click logout link, it is back here. Okay, logout link, how to make it here is here, like this. Logout page, how to make it here is here like this. Here, this is logout page. This is index page. So welcome doc index page. Here I have written the simple form. I mentioned it's a logout, right. When the user click logout button, it goes to the controller, logout controller. In the logout controller, you have mentioned this is it get the logout, and here what I did here is get redirect to the login. It will redirect to the login page. Get the request and redirect the login page. Okay, this is how we have done the application step by step. I hope you guys understood the application well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Thank you for watching.